Now I want to discuss with you how to obtain the zeros of a quadratic polynomial and how to obtain any quadratic polynomial if its zeros are given. Two things. First, I am taking if there is a quadratic polynomial x square minus 2x minus 3. To obtain its zeros, I can say it is the product of x minus 3 and x plus 1. So what are its two zeros? Zeros are 3 and minus 1. So we can say the nature of zeros are distinct and real. But if I take any other polynomial like x square minus 4x plus 2, what are the zeros of this? If I factorize, in place of 2 we need to write 4. So it will be x minus 2 into x minus 2. It has two zeros. These are 2 and 2. So it has equal zeros, repeated zeros or same zeros. But it is the quadratic polynomial. So we cannot say it has only one zero. It has two zeros, and graph of such polynomial always touch the x-axis at the point where it is satisfying the condition of zeros, and graph of this first type of the polynomial will pass through, intersect the x-axis at two distinct points, minus 1 and 3. Sometime I can write like x square plus x plus 1. We cannot factorize, we cannot find the real zeros. So the graph of such kind of function will be always either above 2 x-axis or below 2 x-axis. So your meaning, my purpose is to explain you that we can have equal zeros, like in the second case. We may have no real zero, like in the third case. We may have two real zeros and two different zeros, like in first case. So we can obtain by using the method of splitting or direct formula, and with the help of that we can also comment that at how many points and where it will intersect or will not intersect or will touch. Like in the second case, the graph of this will only touch x-axis at positive 2. It has two repeated equal and real zeros. Now I want to tell you that how to obtain a quadratic polynomial if its zeros are given. Suppose the zeros of a polynomial are, suppose it is 2 and minus 3. How we will obtain that these 2 and minus 3 are the zeros of which polynomial? For that you need to calculate first sum of zeros, that is 2 plus of minus 3, answer comes out to be minus 1. Then we need to calculate the product of zeros, that comes out to be 2 into minus 3, that is what? Minus 6. Formula for calculating the quadratic polynomial if its sum and product have been calculated, given or obtained. That is, formula for obtaining the quadratic polynomial is x square minus s into x plus p is equals to, sorry, it is not 0 because it is not equation, it is a polynomial. So formula for obtaining the quadratic polynomial if s and p indicates for the sum and product of two zeros is given by x square minus sx plus p. In this case, whereas the zeros are 2 and minus 3, their sum become minus 1, their product become minus 6. In place of s, we will replace minus 1. In place of p, we will replace minus 6. So answer will come x square minus of minus 1 into x plus minus 6. So this will be x square plus x minus 6 is that quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 2 and minus 3. We can obtain the quadratic polynomial in back if zeros are given, or if zeros are given we can obtain the if the quadratic polynomial is given we can obtain the zeros, and we can also verify the relation, just like this is 2, this is minus 3, their sum is what? Minus 1. By using the relation formula minus b upon a, we can verify. Similarly, we can verify the product also. Now I would like to explain you that how we divide one polynomial by another polynomial. First of all, the mandatory condition that the degree of dividend must be greater than or equal to the degree of divisor. So here the degree of dividend is 2 and degree of divisor is 1. So the division is possible. Before we start doing division, we must observe, we must notice first fact that what about the degrees of the dividend and divisor. Now we can move. It will be like 2x, then 2x when multiplied by x we get 2x square plus this is 4x. On subtracting we can cancel this. 3x minus 4x we will get minus 1x plus 1. To cancel this part we have to take here minus 1. When this minus 1 will multiply to the entire of our divisor, we will get minus x minus 2. As per rule, we will change the sign, we will cancel and we will notice 3. So, this is ordinary division, which is really required when we will solve some problems of higher level of difficulty. This you can also verify that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. It is, the relation is dividend, you can say it is dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So what relation must establish from here, that is 2x square plus 3x plus 1 should be equal to divisor x plus 2 into quotient 2x minus 1 plus remainder is what? 3. So we can say it is what? 2x minus 1 divisor. This is the quotient, this is the divisor, this is the remainder, this is the dividend. So this relation can also be verified.